Hello everyone, it is Mandak coming at you guys with another video. So first off, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are all enjoying your time at home or whatever you're doing. Hope you're staying safe out there. Hope you're not going to work every day like I am. Just hope you're staying safe and throughout all the stuff. But yeah, I figured I'd go over a haul today. Not really a huge haul, but might take up a few minutes here or so. So obviously with everything that's going on in the world right now, a lot of my local stores have been closed. So pretty much the only reason I'm going out to do anything is to get food. I really have limited what I go out to do, now. I saw my family today, but other than that, I don't really go out to do anything anymore until this whole thing blows over. So because of that, I basically went online to purchase a lot of things like leisurely things I want to get, and that includes the comics and Legos. So all the stuff that I will go over today is all stuff that I bought online and was shipped to my parents' house because my apartment, they just drop it off at the steps. So not really the best area to drop off packages of things. Don't really enjoy that. So it's easier to just go get at my parents' house where I know it's safe and it's not going to get messed with or stolen or whatever. So yeah, so we have some comics here. I made 2 IST orders in the past 2 weeks. I actually placed another order yesterday, so that should be in probably by next week, I'm hoping, and then probably we'll have another order after that. As people who aren't familiar, in stock trade, they offer discounted books, obviously, but the more you spend, more frequently, you get frequent buyers discounts, so like an extra 2% off all your purchases, which in the grand scheme is not a lot, but it can save you a buck or two here or there, so it's better than not having it. So that's basically been what's enticing me to get back here and buy it. Free shipping over $50, so can't really beat that. But yeah, these are basically the result of 2 in-stock trades orders. I also ordered a Lego set on Amazon, which I'll show off to you guys as well. I ordered another one for next week as well, so hopefully we'll have that by next weekend. But yeah, we'll go through this haul and we'll get you going. Also, before you guys watch this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my latest video that I put up there. It is a retrospective of the Students of S.H.I.E.L.D., a Marvel Comics club that I started up at Penn State. I'm doing some voice audio podcast with some pictures overlaid. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get the second one out this Friday, so be on the lookout for that. That'll be actually episode 1. The first one's just the introduction of the whole series and stuff, so be on the lookout for that. Hoping to do that kind of like a new series in my channel. So yeah, so I'll shut up. 3 minutes of intro. I'll switch legs as I usually do, and we'll get into it. So the first book here is a book that I was going to pick up at my local comic book shop, but obviously since they're closed, can't really do that. So I was able to find a comparable price online. So the first book here is Fatale, Volume 2, written by Ed Brubaker, art by Sean Phillips. So for anyone who doesn't know, from previous hauls, I talked about Criminal. It's up there. You can see all the trades. Really enjoyed Criminal. I read all 7 trades. I think there's 3 more that are coming out or already been out of the more recent stuff. So I'm hoping to get that at some point and keep reading it. But Fatale is just another image series that Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips have rolled out. I'm not really too sure about the premise, but sounds like a pretty cool thing. So this collects, I believe, issues 6 to 10, I would say. I think. Let's see. Whatever. I think it's 6 to 10. I think each one of these trades collects 5 issues. So yeah, really excited to get this. I think there's 5 trades total, so my plan is to get them. What's nice about these books is obviously I mentioned the $50 minimum to get free shipping. You can get 2 epics and one of these, and that usually gets you over the $50 mark. The epics are tricky because they can range anywhere between $19 and $23, so it's like you're so close to the 50, but you're not. You still have to get that little extra to bump you over. So these are kind of nice to throw on top of that order and get you over that $50 mark. So really nice. Image does a good job with their trades. I'll show the inside. Not showing any type of spoilers. Great Sean Phillips art going on here. Great coloring. Can't really ask for much more. So really high on that creative group. Pulp is coming out this summer. I'm assuming it's not delayed, so we'll see. But really excited to read that as well. That's an OGN, I believe. All right, so next book I got here was, again, another small trade, trying to finish off a run of books that I have been collecting, and another Image trade, no less, and that is Paper Girls Volume 6, let's say 4, Volume 6. So this is Brian K. Vaughan and Chang Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry, Chang and Ann Wilson and Fletcher. Those are the last names, I'm sorry. But yeah, so really excited to read this. This collects issues, I think, 26 to 30, I believe. So I'll show some art here. So really excited about the premise of this book. I think this is the whole series up until this point. I'm not sure if it's still coming out or whatever, due to the whole, like I said, the whole pandemic thing going on here. So, but yeah, I have all 6 trades now, so if I wanted to read it, I could. Might end up jumping into it sooner than later, but we'll see. I'm currently reading the Darth Vader 2015 series that came out with Kieran Gillen. So I'm about halfway through that, a little bit over halfway through that. So maybe after that I'll read this. We'll see. All right. So the rest of my haul today is actually all epics, which is nice. These epics were ones that I had on my wish list for a while, and I was, still kicking around whether or not I wanted to buy them. And I eventually got to the point where I was just like, you know what, screw it. I need to buy these because these are 2 of my favorite groups of books to read, and I definitely don't want to see them come and go out of print, and then now I'm screwed. So some of the books I bought, let's see if these are in order. Nope, they're not. So I will put these in order. First book I got here is Avengers Fear the Reaper Epic Collection. So this comes, I believe, directly after Collection Obsession, I believe. I'll have to double check. The Collection Obsession Epic Collection. So, whoops, you can hear pounding upstairs. That's my neighbors. So this is, I would say, not the most acclaimed era of Avengers, but still a good group nonetheless. You have Vision, Hercules, Black Knight, Valkyrie. Oh, shit. What's her name? I forget. Cersei, my bad. I did read Collection Obsession, and she was in that book, so really excited to read that. So you can see the back here. You have the swordsman. You have, I don't know who those people are. We'll find out. Writers here, you got Mark Grunwald, Bob Harris, Len Kaminsky, Herb Trimpe, Steve Epting, and Wyman. I forget what the first name is of that one, but I'm really excited to read this. This collects issues, probably should have said that earlier, 348 to 359, annual number 21, and material from Captain America annual number 11, Thor annual number 17, and Fantastic Four annual number 25. You got, let's see, 475 pages plus of material here. I can kind of skip through some of this. Ooh, that's a spicy panel there. We'll see what's going on there with, looks like Crystal and, oh no, that's not Crystal. I don't know who that is. Looks like Cersei. I don't know. We'll find out. Vision is getting on with somebody. We'll find out. I'm actually excited to read this. They got some leather coats going on with all the Avengers, but it might be an interesting little era to read through. This is from the 90s, so you got 92 to 93 represented in this epic. So really nice to have that. Marvel has done a really good job filling in that era of Avengers. I mean, you can pretty much collect a lot of the 90s Avengers Volume 1 stuff with just epics. I mean, you got the Collection Obsession, Fear the Reaper, the Operation Galactic Storm, And this next one, which I'm going to talk to, which segues right into it, that is the follow-up book epic collection of this one, The Gatherer's Strike. A lot of the same creators here. You got Bob Harris, Mark Grunwald, Steve Epstein, a bunch of other ones I can't recognize off the top of my head. But kind of similar team going on here. You have Avengers 360 to 366, annual number 22. Avengers the Terminatrix Objective numbers 1 to 4. Avengers Strike File, and Avengers Anniversary Magazine. So I believe I've read the Iron Man Terminatrix stuff, like, because I think it was a crossover event. I'm not sure. It had something to do with like Machine Man and stuff like that, and like a bioorganic like virus or something that was like, it was like metal and affecting everything. Wow, my neighbors are loud tonight. Sorry about that. But I think that event is kind of similar to this. Sorry for the glare. But yeah, you can see here the back. You got all the Prime Avengers here. You got U.S. Agent, War Machine. So kind of some cool covers going on here. That's a good little area to show off. So you can see here the art. Pretty 90s, but I'm really excited to read this stuff. Like I said, I mean, I'm a huge Avengers fan. I've always been. I've read all the original Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Don Heck, Roy Thomas, John Buscema stuff. So, and even the Roger Stern stuff. So, really excited. You know, really like the team and the aspect of it. And you know, I have some exposure with these characters already, so should be fun. Both of those were $40 cover price for anyone who's interested in knowing the price of those. But on IST, they came out to, I think, like $22 or something. So, you know, they've been out for about a year or so now, and the price has not changed. So I figured I'd just jump on them, because usually you can tell in the secondary market on Amazon if the price dips, you know that they're going on sale or something. But I haven't seen them go on sale, so I figured I'd just jump on them before they go out of print. So yeah, so Avengers stuff, good to have another chunk. My shelf up there is pretty full, so hopefully I have enough space to fit them in there. We'll see. Let's see, which one's first? This one is first, perfect. All right, so the next group of books that I bought here was actually the first order I made 2 weeks ago, and that was just filling in some amazing Spider-Man stuff that I don't own from Volume 1. And the first book here is The Amazing Spider-Man Cosmic Adventures. You got David Michelini, Jerry Conway, Eric Larson, Buscema, I don't know if that's John or Steve, I believe. And then other ones, Joe Kane, I believe. We'll see. So fun story about this book is that this actually went out of print, and this is the second print of this epic collection, which I'm fortunate Marvel reprinted this, because I believe this picks up pretty closely, if not a little bit of crossover with the Amazing Spider-Man McFarlane and Michelini Omnibus. So I think there's a few issues that double dip here, but you know, this is just kicking off the stuff that comes after that, and a lot of this gets into Eric Larson stuff. So really excited to see his art. On the back here, you can see right here, with great power comes great responsibility, but what happens with unlimited cosmic power? So I believe there was like an arc towards like the very end of the omnibus that showed like Spider-Man having like cosmic powers. So I think this epic goes into more detail on that. So really excited. This collects Amazing Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man number 326 to 333, annual number 24, Spectacular Spider-Man number 158 to 160, annual number 10 of Spectacular Spider-Man, and Web of Spider-Man numbers 59 to 61, and annual number 6. So a lot of stuff here going on. At this point with Marvel, you know, there's a lot of different Spider-Man titles going on, and they all tie together. So interesting to see how Marvel will collect these other titles moving forward. I'm assuming they're all going to be involved in this, but we might get some Spectacular Spider-Man epics or Web of Spider-Man epics down the line, but At this point, I'm not sure. We'll see. They're releasing new lines of epics every year, so who's to say that we won't get one? So, really excited to get this. I'll show some art here real quick. See if I can show off some stuff here. That's a good page there. I think this is still McFarlane. I don't know. You can definitely see the eyes and how they look. They look a lot like McFarlane. So, yeah. Really excited to have this epic. And, again, fortunate that Marvel reprinted it. All right. So the last book I have here, again, is another gap to fill in. And I believe this fills in right after Absolute Carnage, Maximum Carnage. And that epic is Amazing Spider-Man Round Robin. You have David Michelini, Al Milgrom, Mark Bagley joining the book for, I would assume, probably his earliest work with Marvel. And a bunch of other creators. Ross Andrew, I believe, is Andrew on the bottom there. So you have Iron Man, Spidey, and Black Panther here on the front. Kingpin. You got the Ghost in the background. Ultron in the background as well. So really excited to see what goes on here. This book collects Amazing Spider-Man number 351 to 360, annual number 25, Spectacular Spider-Man annual number 11, Web of Spider-Man annual number 7, and Spider-Man Fear Itself, which I believe I've actually read in a separate collection. It was in a collection called Spider-Man the Graphic Novels. Pretty cool collection. So if you're into like just standalone Spider-Man stories, I would suggest looking it up on Amazon. I bought it at a store for $10, so pretty good deal. Some pretty good art going on in those graphic novels as well. But I think one of the graphic novels is collected in here, which I want to see if I can find it, because it's pretty. I wonder if it's just slapped in the beginning. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I am determined to find it. I remember liking that one. It was pretty cool. I can't find it. Oh well. We'll see. But yeah, I guess I'll show the back here. So this is volume 22 of Amazing Spider-Man. This is the 90s, 91 and 92. You can see here on the back you got, looks like a Sentinel, Spider-Man, and Nova. And then I'll just show some art here. Pretty cool art. So again, what's nice about these collections is they're filling in gaps. I would say everything up to probably the death of Gwen Stacy, pretty well collected. You got the omnibuses, you have the epic collections, you have masterworks, you got a lot of different avenues you can go in with that. Everything kind of after Michelini and McFarlane kind of gets a little, there's a bunch of different ways you can collect it. So it's nice that they're doing these epics. It just is kind of just like an absolute version. Like, here it is, all this stuff collected in one thing. No need to worry about getting this book and mixing them together. So, yeah. So those are all my books, guys. In total, I think it came out to about $100 for all that stuff I showed you, which in all circumstances is not too bad for epics. I think Round Robin, it's originally priced at $35. Yeah, so I got it for a little bit cheaper than what you normally see epics go for these days, which is $40. I haven't seen many epics go less than that, other than like the Miss Marvel epics, which are like really small. So yeah, so that's my comic book stuff. The one Lego set I will show you guys, hopefully I can get it in frame here. I'll back up maybe so you can see it, is the Lego 76131 Avengers Compound Battle. So, a few things with this set. Number one, I obviously didn't buy this at full price. I bought it out on Amazon for $80, which is 20% off. Pretty good deal. Price per piece ratio is a little off, but with the additional 20 bucks off, it kind of makes it a little bit more appealing. this set marks the final set I needed for having the whole wave of Avengers Endgame sets. So I'm really excited. Actually, that is false. I still don't have the Avengers helicopter drop rescue or something. It's like the one with the rescue armor and the Hulk. I need to get that at some point. But this finishes the initial wave, I guess, of the Avengers Endgame sets. And a couple of reasons why I bought this. Number one, I wanted to finish the whole set, but you know, I like the whole compound idea. I think it's a pretty cool play set to have. And also some of the minifigures are really cool in here. I mean, I'll show some of them right here. You got Captain Marvel updated from the Captain Marvel set that came out in 2019. You have the Iron Man Mark, I forget what it is at this point, Mark 6, yeah, I don't know. But he has the gold arms, which is really cool. I think this is the only set that has that minifigure. You have Endgame Nebula, again, I think an exclusive for this set. You have Hulk, and then I think that Thanos figure is also exclusive for this set. So a couple, and I think you also get the you get the Ant-Man little micro figure there, which is cute. So on the back here you can see all the different play features. You get a little car, helicopter, which aren't the worst builds. I've seen, you know, I got the Quinjet set, and the little build for the motorized car was pretty pathetic if you ask me. But this is pretty dope. Nice display piece. Probably gonna go next to my Sanctum Sanctorum that I bought for the Infinity War sets. So yeah, like I said, got this for 80 bucks. It's still 80 bucks on Amazon. If anyone's out there that wants to get it before it gets retired, I would suggest doing so sooner than later. I don't foresee it going down in price any more than that, but I could be wrong. You know, we'll see with how this whole thing will affect the Lego group. You know, I'm not sure how this whole pandemic thing's gonna affect releases and sales of sets and stuff like that. But really excited. Definitely we'll be building this some point this week, and I might do a review of it. I got a bunch of sets that I just didn't feel like doing reviews for, but I feel like this is one of those sets that might be worth reviewing. It's got some cool minifigures and a lot of play features, so it might be a fun thing to review. But yeah, guys, that's my haul. Like I said, not a lot of stuff, but still was able to occupy 22 plus minutes of screen time to talk about it. Yeah, so just check out my videos coming out later this week, Friday. I'm hoping to get that second video of the Students of S.H.I.E.L.D. uploaded and out there for you guys. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.